ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Doomsday Rise Gaming. We got a really interesting deck here for you, man. What is your name and what are you playing?
My name is Brandon Weathersby, and I was playing PK, Fiendsmith,
Bunch of different engines and a cool deck, man. I saw this man cooking. I have to see what he was playing. All right, bro, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So I played 3 chair tops, target on board. This by itself is the full combo. Like, if you draw on and they don't hand trap, that's basically the game.
It's like
two torch scales, 2 of the boots, 1 cloak, 1 gloves, and 1 stay grief. So before you play 3 and 3, you can always prioritize this, but because you've had to incorporate engines, you have to cut it down. So 2 and 2 is just perfectly fine, and these guys, it's 1 of, because they don't work independently by themselves. Like, drawing 2 of this is combo, drawing 2 of this is fine, you can pitch it. But these don't do anything by themselves, so you just play it just for the engine.
Gotcha.
Horus cards, 3 Obsidian, Happy, and this.
3 names, okay?
Yeah, just you play 3. A lot of times you need 2 for the vampire zombie, and then the third one comes up to keep going.
Nice.
So, and in most games, you want to try to end on happy so you can recover your cards. And then small adventure engine, so just 1 of this and 1 of that.
Open air.
All the level 3s get you the chair beating fairly easy. Chair beating's a cost, so you will always be able to get to this, so it's fine. If you mill this off a vampire zombie, it's totally fine. So you just need it in your deck, but you don't want to play multiple cards with your brick. Fiendsmith stuff. Just 2 engraver and this. There's an argument where you can play 3, but you don't really need 3. You really can do the combo with 1. But you play the 2 so you can see it, and then there's such a situation if you draw 1, you'll need the second one in the deck, so you can summon it off the loop one.
It's a Centurion.
And then 1 Santa Claus. Main deck Santa Claus is crazy, so the deck doesn't main deck any hand traps, so you need cards to go second, and so by playing this in your deck, you can play 3 Tractus, and it makes it where Tractus is going first and going second call, because going second you can search this, going first you can just get this into the combo. It was really good. Nobody expected me to play it. Everybody let the Tractus resolve because they didn't think I was going to get anything other than Fable, and then you would add this and just killed it. So it was really nice. It came up a lot. Except for the monsters and then for the spells, 3 main deck tactics, and 3 dark order. So again, you don't play any hand traps, so game 1 you win the die roll, you just skip the turn, so it's fine. But you need board breakers for going second, and I mean, everybody's deck is probably can play the 2 hand traps. Like most of the best decks can play the 2 hand traps. So a lot of times, because you can't play hand trap fully because your combo deck, you need the high impact cards, and these are very high impact. Like this, they can't respond. And the fact that you can't do any damage here really doesn't matter, because if you can crack their board and skip their turn, it makes it where this will matter. Which is what happened a lot of times. Going second, I would just do this, clear their board, and then set them up for the skip turn. And then going second, games 2 and 3, I would side these cards out for like board breakers and mind controls and things like that. So it just came together. And then 1 walls and 3 of the King Sark. We were playing 2 of this at first, but with everybody main deck and draw, this got worse. And so you really don't want to have to search this. You don't want to go into this unless you absolutely have to, because it leaves you susceptible to draw. But it does count as another King Sark, so you still want to play it. This is generally the best card to draw.
You know, you only need to keep that.
And then 1 Rights, 1 Faithful Adventure, and 1 Dracoback. Very small engine, again, you just need them in your deck to play, so you just play the minimum. So I was playing 3 Tractus. This version is my list, but a friend of mine was playing it. He's only playing 2, but in my deck list for the YCS, I was playing 3, and I loved it. Also playing 3 makes it where you're insulated through nib, because a lot of times what I did was I was summoning the Link 2, they would nib me on the Link 2, so because this is a grave, I would just banish it, make the fusion that way, and then use the 6 to bring the other 6 back instead of the entry sheet. It also makes it where drawing the Santa Claus board first isn't terrible, because you can use it for the late food. So,
yeah,
for the
nice.
Food, so it's fine. Then for the traps, 2 Folk Blade, 1 Wings, and 1 Brigandine. You just need these for the combo. Honestly, if you could get away with playing 1, I would, but it comes up a lot of times where you'll need this for the combo, and then you'll need this just as something to stop them, because the transaction rollback combo, your opponent still is able to normal, and especially from grave, and sometimes the normal is very high impact, so you just want to have this so you can stop them.
I be telling people.
And the last 2 traps you play in the main deck are just the transaction rollback, the NAWCQ.
Oh, yeah.
Really good. In this deck, because you have so many discard outlets, it's actually not bad to draw them. It makes the combo a lot easier, because you're not susceptible to hand traps if you draw them, because you just pitch them. But a lot of times, NAWCQ combo is the last thing you're doing. You'll set up your whole board with like negates and everything else, and then that's the last thing you do. And then if you get hand trapped to death, as long as you have 2 monsters, you still just skip the turn. And you can do it through like draw and nib and a whole bunch of stuff, so it's pretty nice.
That's crazy, man.
So that's the main deck. Main deck for me was, this is 43, but my main deck count for that was 44.
Only difference being that spell card at 3, right?
Yeah, the transactions in 3. Yeah. You want side or extra?
Let's go ahead with extra and then do side last.
Okay, all right. So extra deck was one vampire zombie. This card's clean. You use it with the Horus monsters. It's a really good card because it also checks for like ash. Like if they have ash, they're probably gonna ash you there because the mill could get out of control. They may just lose, so they have to ash to stop it. But then you'll still keep a monsters. You can either make Rusty, you can either make the Fiendsmith stuff. It just lets you play. It's really nice. One break sword. Wanted to play more, but like the extra space is just so tight. So instead of playing two of this, you just have to play one. You just have to be very smart with how you use it. Obviously, Beatrice for the combo. Even though you only play one break sword, you still play the Raiders Knight Ark Rebellion. This can kill people just through anything. It's actually crazy. This also makes it where you can use SP to clear your opponent's board and still have this to be able to kill them. You can also randomly do it if you had the Brigandine and the Greaves, because Greaves will summon itself, make it a level 4, which allows you to make this.
Yeah.
So there's a few ways you can get into it if you don't have this, but obviously this is the optimal way to do it. And then obviously Fiendsmith cards. These cards are crazy, so you have to play them. You play this obviously for the combo. This is also cool in our deck because it is a dark, so it also lets you get to Rusty if you need it to be. It's also cool because you can do no cool hand combos where, like, if you have M-Set in your hand, you can summon this first, then pitch M-Setting into another monster. You'll add a King's Heart, you'll draw a card for M-Setting, and then this will trigger to draw another card because you ditched a card, a monster for a monster effect. So it's kind of cool interactions with that. Obviously, you can play this. Link Spider comes up a lot. This is one of those, shout out to Kamal. Kamal actually gave me this idea the night before. Just because the Nib token, the Adventure token, Brigandine being a normal monster, sometimes this just comes up when you need it, and it was great. I was glad that I played. This is where the second break sword came out for this, but I don't regret it. It was perfect. One IP. Chair Beating, you don't make this card that much, but you need it to get you to the Warrior Enchantress and anything else in your deck, so it's good. SP, obviously 5, this card, crazy. And then the Rusty, obviously, wouldn't change anything. The ratios were perfect. It was just, if I could squeeze more cards from extra deck, I would, because I had to side deck some extra cards that you see. Side deck was one access. Prioritizing having this going second is nice. A lot of times, too, you have to throw your cards into stuff. When you resolve the break sword effect, it locks you in the dark, so this will make it where you can still kill them even after this too. So 2 droplets, I didn't think 3 was necessary. You already have Dark Will and everything else, so this was just probably good enough. I also signed 3 Metatron and stuff. This card was crazy. Shout out to like Pat, Ruben, and everybody else who was playing it. This card's really good. So you can target a monster, negate its effects, and then you can summon a monster that copies 2 of the 3 same things, so whether it's attribute, attack, or type, and then you can summon that from your deck. So it gets, like, for example, the U-Bell deck, once they put the Rage guy on board, you can target it, negate its effect, so they can't contact and use your board to link. And then because it's a light and it's a fiend, you can summon Fiendsmith from the deck. Even though Fiendsmith's effects negated, who cares? You're going to link climb with it and bring it back. So there's a whole bunch of cool stuff you can do. You can pick apart the DDD board with this. Also being able to, in the SP, in the Snake Eye deck, sorry. If they have an apple for 3, you can target it and summon Happy from the deck, or you can turn off their link cards and some of your own link stuff. So this card was good. Change of Heart and 3 mind controls, just board breakers. You needed them. This card was crazy. Infinite Tears is nuts. Ultimate Time card, and then you send it to get to these cards. This card destroys the. This is crazy against the Snake Eye deck because they can't do anything. And then it also stops all the Board Breaker for Tempai. You don't need these cards too often. These are like backups if for whatever reason the matchup this isn't good. You rotate to this and you can still play. The last 2 cards were just 2 Lightning Storms. Going second, you need Board Breakers. A lot of times the monsters want to farm, it's just like a lot of floodgated battle. Because it allows you to get out of that and then you just kill them with like your intro on the side. So yeah, that was the main deck 15 side, and then 44 for the main deck.
Hell yeah, man. So how'd you do in the main event?
So lost the last round to Shifter, unfortunately. So I was out, but otherwise it was good. I started off 4-0, then got unlucky round 5. And then round 7 just got unlucky to my opponent having the Baylor. The last hit I think I was the Baylor. For my Beatrice. And I was in a weird situation where I couldn't do it in phase because I needed to also be able to put an SP on board so I could have a crap back for their turn, so I was required to use in the main phase, and then the Baylor and so but otherwise it was good. It was like a lot of times the deck can play through 3 hand traps. It just gets kind of murky when they have 4. And a lot of times that's how I would lose because they had 4 hand traps of combo. So it was just one of those things, but otherwise it was really, really good deck. Enjoyed it and glad that we were able to play with the piece.
Yeah, and so the only change we make is bump that Fiendsmith spell up to 3, right? Yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, my main deck list for the Exacto RCS, you just play 3 tractors, but everything else is the exact same.
Cool, man. All right, got any shout-outs?
Yeah, so shout out to Jose, shout out to Pat, Hoban, Ruben, Chris, Jose, everybody going to Worlds. Shout out to just everybody from Maryland, DC.
Cool, man. Hey, thanks so much. Appreciate you. Any links you want people to go to?
Yeah, just check out the Dream Wizards link on Facebook, but that's basically it.
All right. Oh, thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, all the bullshit. See y'all later. Bye.